Welcome to Fridays Are Awesome, otherwise known as CNN 10 on a Friday. I'm your host, Carl Azuz. It's great to have you with us as we explain world events. The first one takes us to the Black Sea, a body of water surrounded by Bulgaria, Georgia, Romania, Turkey, and also Ukraine and Russia. Those last two countries have been involved in a conflict in eastern Ukraine since 2014, and tensions between them rose even more after a confrontation between Russian and Ukrainian ships last month near the Kerch Strait. That's a narrow passage of water that links the Black Sea with the Sea of Azov. Russia captured 3 Ukrainian ships in the encounter, and now an American warship may be headed for the Black Sea. U.S. officials say this would be in response to Russia's maritime actions against Ukraine. The U.S. Navy says it routinely conducts operations in the international waters and airspace of the Black Sea. But earlier this year, a U.S. military official said the Navy was increasing its presence in the area to counter the increased presence of Russia. That country's making moves of its own in the region. In eastern Crimea, a peninsula that Russia controversially annexed from Ukraine in 2014, Russian troops recently conducted a military drill involving anti-aircraft missiles. Their country says that Ukraine is taking steps toward a military offensive, so there's a lot of international flexing taking place in this tense part of the world.
A date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
On this, the 77th anniversary of the attack, the USS Arizona Memorial is one place where events are held on National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. It's an observance that the U.S. Congress established in 1994, and it's when survivors, their families, veterans, and the public gather to honor the victims. The assault on Pearl Harbor was, at the time, the deadliest attack on American soil. It led the U.S. to join China, Great Britain, and the Soviet Union, the Allied powers, in their fight against Germany, Italy, and Japan, the Axis powers. 10-second trivia. In 1899, American inventor Albert T. Marshall patented what kind of device? Automobile supercharger, refrigeration machine, kinetic wristwatch, or stove oven? Though devices for keeping food cold have been around for decades, Marshall's refrigeration machine got its patent in 1899. 119 years later, refrigerators have touchscreens and cameras connected to your phone that let you see what's inside, which can help if you're stuck in the store without a list. But as technology gets smarter, a term used for when devices are connected to the internet, there are some downsides. Costs go up. Computer viruses could infect your kitchen appliances. And there are questions about how long the new technology will last. Will people need to upgrade their refrigerators as often as they upgrade their phones? When everything works, though...
Technology's always played a big part in our kitchens. But as companies introduce AI into our appliances, how we cook in the future may look a lot different.
We're kind of moving into this world in which machines are no longer just going to be collecting information or even kind of helping us analyze that information, but they'll be able to take action on our behalf.
But can all the tech in the world make us better cooks?
Technology is trying to idiot-proof cooking. This is taken to the next level.
It looks like a microwave, but that's actually a $400 Wi-Fi connected oven. You can program it to cook what you want or use its meal delivery service.
Never cooked salmon. I tried once to make whitefish and it just didn't happen.
For kitchen novices like me, it troubleshoots a major issue, knowing when your food is actually cooked. Each meal comes with a barcode. Scan it, and the microwave downloads the correct cooking time.
To me, I know it's a convection oven, the whole thing, but it kind of feels like a microwave. Like I can't imagine that this is going to be really that good. But we'll see. Okay, so it says that it's done. Ooh, look at that! All right, this is a moment of truth, guys. This is not bad. It, like, does not have the consistency of any kind of like TV dinner.
The novelty of barcode cooking may wear off quickly for kitchen pros, and while prepared recipes can be tweaked, there's not a lot of room to improvise. But for people who want to make cooking simple, it's part of a larger trend of making gadgets work for you.
Even if you order your meals through a service like Blue Apron or Tavala, you still don't want your pantry to be empty. But if you're anything like me, I never know what I've run out of. I mean, a grocery list, it's non-existent.
As you scan with GenieCan, it automatically creates a shopping list. It doesn't always get everything right the first time.
You have to get it in like just the right spot.
And it takes a while when it doesn't know what it is.
Ronzoni elbow pasta.
GenieCan hopes to develop the tech so that your scanned trash can be reordered online and delivered automatically. Having your appliances work for you and actually predict your needs may be a staple of our future kitchens.
As these things get embedded with more sophisticated intelligence, what will really transform potentially our experience of the kitchen is when these different devices start to become connected to each other. A blender that downloads recipes and then communicates to your fridge what those recipes are, and the fridge can check what kinds of foods are in the fridge and then reorder what's needed so that you can make that smoothie the next morning.
Our tools are getting a lot smarter, and soon they'll be designed to act more like assistants than just appliances.
Want to try it? Right?
Yeah.
Like, do you cook better than that?
No.
Does your mom cook better than that? Don't tell your mom that.
Last story today is a little ditty about Jack and Diane, but they're not two American kids. They're an emu and a donkey that were apparently abandoned at a North Carolina farm. A bird sanctuary took them in, and they wouldn't be separated. They ate together, they slept side by side, they didn't like being apart. So an actor from The Walking Dead adopted the animals. He moved them to his farm in New York so they could be together, and now, well, life goes on. We're sure they find their new home amusing and doubt they long for the days of Eeyore. Guess the donkey was stubbornly committed, and even if the emu wasn't, it's not like it could fly away. Farm puns. You could say I was born for them. I'm Carl Azuz. Hope you have a great weekend ahead.